friends, welcome back. So today we'll be watching the official trailer of Shubh Mangal Zyada Saavdhan. Oh wow. And I think I heard of a movie which was Shubh Mangal Saavdhan before, but I could be wrong. And this stars Ayushmann Khurrana, and Neena Gupta, Gajraj and Jitu. And this is releasing on 21st of February. And yes, friends, before we go ahead and watch this trailer, if you're watching us for the first time and you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, click the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified of all our new videos as soon as we upload them. And after watching this video, if you like it, then click the like button and share the video with your friends and family. So, okay, friends, let's go ahead and watch this trailer.
एक बात बताओ बेटा, ये कब डिसाइड किया कि ये बनोगे?
क्या?
अरे मतलब ये
नहीं कहते, गे कहते हैं।
हाँ वही सेम थिंग। कब डिसाइड किया?
आपने कब डिसाइड किया कि आप गे नहीं बनोगे?
बेटा मम्मी पापा को पता है वैसे?
मेरा बाप ना लोहार है। पढ़े लिखे हैं, समझ जाएंगे। बोल दूंगा तो मुझसे प्यार करता है।
हमें गलत फहमी हुई है।
पापा क्या गलत फहमी?
काशी को जब मैंने पहली बार देखा था ना मम्मी, मेरी बड़ी हो गई थी।
हैं? पुतलियां आंखों की पुतलियां बड़ी हो गई थी।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट जिन पटाखों पे बहस कर रही है ना, अपने आंगन में फूट रहे हैं।
जो तुम्हारे कमरे में गंदी गंदी सीढ़ियां होती थी ना, अमन वही देखा करता था। उन सीढ़ियों में लड़कियां होती थी। सिर्फ लड़कियां होती थी? नहीं, लड़के भी होते थे उसमें, लड़के भी।
दोस्तों, बहुत बीमार। उस बीमारी का नाम है होमोफोबिया।
डॉल्बी बीमारी लगती है।
और इस बीमारी का कोनो इलाज नहीं।
हमने तुम्हारे लिए कुसुम को चुना है।
लड़की है।
तुझे क्या लगता है तेरे सातवें फेरे पर पिक्चर फ्रीज हो जाएगी? दी एंड, हैप्पी एंडिंग? ना बेटा, सुहागरात से तेरा रोडी शुरू होगा। कर पाएगा टास्क? बनेगा रोडी?
बेटे की जिंदगी बर्बाद कर रहे हैं हम।
सुनना जी, हमें पटरी पे धकेल के तुम मदर इंडिया बनना चाह रही हो?
बनूंगी मैं मदर इंडिया। मैं माँ हूँ, माँ के पास भी रहता है।
हाँ, बाप तो बैटरी से चलते हैं। ये बीमारी साथ वापस जाएगी।
आपका प्यार पूरा नहीं हुआ तो हर प्यार को नफरत से देखोगे क्या?
तुमने पुरुष से प्यार किया, लड़के से।
जो प्यार इनके दिमाग में फिट नहीं बैठता ना, उसको दबा देते हैं। पर ये हमारी लड़ाई है, और एक आधी हैप्पी एंडिंग तो अपनी भी बनती है।
हक तेरी तो।
रोज हमें लड़ाई लड़नी पड़ती है जिंदगी में, और जो लड़ाई परिवार के साथ होती है वो सारी लड़ाइयों में सबसे बड़ी और खतरनाक होती है। अर्जुन को ही देख लो।
माधुर साहब का लौंडा वो भी तुम्हारे गैंग में क्या?
महाभारत के अर्जुन की बात कर रहा है वकील साहब ये।
Oh gosh, guys, I don't know what to say. And I would say a different movie. And yes, Ayushmann always does different movies. And it's got Neena Gupta. And I mean, Neena Gupta and the father. I've seen him. Which movie did we recently see of Ayushmann Khurrana? The father was it the same father, or am I mixing it up? I think Neena Gupta and this father, they both came in another movie too. With Ayushmann Khurrana, but I can't remember which one, because I've seen a couple of Ayushmann Khurrana's movies and now I'm all mixed up. But nice to see all great actors in this movie. Concept, as I said, is different, and they are taking the story of gay couples, which is nice that India, is started to show this, so that the society starts accepting this kind of relationship, and nothing wrong in that. But what I kind of would say about this movie is they're taking it to a new level. I mean, certain scenes and comedy, if they had not done it, which probably the movie would have been much more better. For example, that kissing scene. I mean, even in our actual movies between boys and girls, we don't go to up to that extent most of the time. So if they would have, not done those kind of this, but send the message across, I think it would have been better. But I guess, some people like that kind of comedy and enjoy it. But I mean, the concept, I really loved it. And I hope it's sending a message, not only just showing the comedy, but also sending some kind of a message across to the society to accept those people who are different than you. But some of the comedy I really loved, especially, where they are relating Bollywood movies where you always see a hero is in the train and offering his hand to help the heroine climb up the train while she is about to miss it. And we all know from where it has been taken. It was Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol who made this scene so popular. So they're showing that same thing with two guys. So I like that part. So those kind of comedies and those kind of things, they make I mean, they are neat and clean, and you enjoy watching it. So I guess if the movie was in that line throughout, it would be awesome. Some really good comedy, but certain things I just couldn't take it. But as we know, Ayushmann Khurrana does fantastic movies, and they're totally different from the norm, I would say, and they're always a hit. So we'll go ahead and wait for this to release and see public reaction on this movie, and then go ahead and watch it. Not in theaters for sure, because not a kind of movie that you can watch with your kids, definitely. But kind of a good movie, I would say, with a different concept.
Right. So I think this is a great movie with respect to educating people on the LGBT community. Right? There are a lot of people who belong to the LGBT community, and they are trying to do this movie as some sort of education to tell the people that this is how a person was born. It is not something that somebody changes from to becoming a gay, as they were trying to say. It is not like that. This is how they were born. Like, everybody is born with certain kind of characteristics. Similarly, they are like normal people. They were just born with different kind of characteristics, which essentially means that they just get attracted to somebody else of the same gender. But it is not something that they chose. That's how they were built. That's how, when they were born, that's how their brain works. That's how they were built. Like, people who are not from the LGBT, they are hardwired to the person of the opposite gender, right? But they are hardwired to the person of the same gender. So it is not their choice. That's how they were built. And that is what they are trying to portray, that there is nothing wrong in it. If this is how you were born, this is how you were born. And anybody, whether you should not be born, nobody knows that. That is the decision of God. So whatever God has done, God has done. It is not that somebody is getting born and he has a choice. Okay, do you want to be a boy? Do you want to be a girl? Do you want to be anybody? It's not a choice. This is how you were born. This is something God given. So if you are born in such a state where you feel that you are from the LGBT community, where you get attracted to a person of the same gender, then that's how you were built. There's nothing that you can do about it. Earlier, people used to suppress it. Everybody was against it, and those people who had that kind of nature, they were really depressed because it didn't seem okay to them, right? And there are obviously school of thought that will say that even in Christianity, some parts of Christianity, I believe the Catholics, they believe that this is not natural. According to them, and many other religions, that if you want to have a child, that kind of relationship is not going to help. That is true. If you want to have a child, that is not going to help. But there's nothing wrong in the people of LGBT, because this is how they were born. It is not.
They can always adopt a kid, and that is something what they're doing will be good for the society,
right?
Because orphans get someone who can look after parents, and they get a good life, good education, and make something out of their life.
Right. So there are different ways of having a children, which is essentially via adoption, or we are surrogates, whatever it is. The point is, genetically, yes, you will not be able to have a child, which everybody knows. But here the question is not that this is a lifestyle choice. That is what every movie is trying to portray. It is not like some guy decided, okay, I'm going to become a person of LGBT and I'm going to become gay. No, it is not like that. It's not a choice that they make. This is how they were built from inside. This is how they were built. And if somebody is being built that way, it should not be, life should not become so difficult for them. That's fine. They were built that way. You live your life in peace and harmony the way you were built, right? In Hinduism, everybody knows that we believe in reincarnation. We believe that once you die, you will be born again in a different body, right? That's what we believe, that for anybody who's alive, death is evident, and the person who's dead, rebirth is obvious. So that is our belief. So imagine that when somebody is dying, you don't know how you're going to be born as. You could be born in a very poor family, you could be born in a very rich family, you could be born in a any kind of parent. You can't pick. And people say that it is your karma that decides how and where you'll be born. But each person is born with their own abilities, with their own things. Therefore, anything that is God given, people should not feel bad about it or feel different about it or try to abuse anything that is God given. If you want to do something, you do, or you want to think about something, you think about their actions. If somebody is doing a bad action, then you can say, okay, this guy does bad action, so he's probably not a good person. And somebody is doing a good action, he's a good person, right? Because it is something that they control. They always had a choice before doing something bad. They could have not done it. So there's always a choice. At one point, you decided how you wanted to do it. Maybe it was anger, whatever it was, you had a choice. It was free will. So based on your actions, it's okay to come to a conclusion that this guy is so and so. But based on what was given to you by birth, based on what was God given, we should never ever judge anyone. And the first thing is, there's so many people who look great, so many people who don't look great. But then if you are judging them, if you're judging a book by its cover, then it is just that you are not educated enough, you're not intelligent enough, you're not smart enough. It is something to do with your own abilities. You are not evolved enough if you are judging people based on what God has given. So that is my thought on it. I'm sure everybody will have their own God. My thought process is pretty simple. If God has given you something, I'm not going to judge because you had no choice. And religion also comes the same way. If somebody is born in a religion that is different, it's not their fault. They were born there. But judge them based on their deeds. If they do a bad deed, then it was their choice. And then I will say, okay, you did something that was not good. So a very good movie. And I think the aim of this movie is to educate people of this. And if you go to Europe or if you go to America, this is pretty common and nobody is getting upset. And there are laws that protect all sorts of people. And they are in fact going further and further, making it easier for every people to live. Like in the driver's license now, in many states, you don't have to say male or female. You can just put an X. That's how So you don't have to disclose male or female. There are restrooms that are made unigender. Anybody can use a restroom. So they are making it good for a lot of people so that it's easy for people.
Even in schools.
Even in schools, anybody can go in. So they are changing the way restrooms have been built. So they are single-use restrooms. The single-use restrooms.
So they have boys' restroom, they have girls' restroom, and then they have unisex restrooms. Even in schools, even in malls, public places.
And unisex is one use at a time. So somebody goes and uses and comes out. That's it. So to avoid any tension or something, in many places in schools, they are making multiple unisex restrooms. That means there'll be private rooms, multi-private rooms. You go in any one and you come out. Any person can go in any room, multiple, instead of having a common area, because they are growing and saying we are not going to discriminate on the basis of what God has given. And there are many intelligent people who are from LGBT community, So, and if everybody is kind of evolved and matured enough in the sense, they will definitely think that if God has given you, that is God has given you, and whatever God does, He does for a purpose. And even in Mahabharata, we have many examples of LGBT, so everybody knows that what was their contributions. So a great movie with the respect of doing, going after the social cause. So I mean, again, I mean the actor
Ayushmann Khurrana.
Ayushmann, he does many such radical movies to bring across a point to society to be more tolerant and be happy. I mean that's what it's all about. So a nice movie, I think. I mean, we may or may not see, depending upon what reactions we see, what reviews they are getting. It is not about the theme. The theme is great, but
The theme
every
is nice.
movie, if it has been executed well, with a lot of hard work in it, and it has been executed well, it is really done good, that we would definitely like to see it.
Yes, friends. So we hope you enjoyed this trailer with us, and do let us know once you get a chance to watch this movie how you liked it. Do you suggest that we go and watch it, or we don't? So okay guys, we'll end this video now, and we'll come back again in another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!